besties. So I am on my way to, or getting ready to be on my way to another job fair. This is more like a networking event. Now this is more so for like people who are in sales, and one of my girlfriends had sent it over, and I wasn't gonna go because I'm not in particularly in sales. The people who can do sales, you guys are literally like some really great individuals. Like, you guys have the ability to, number one, persuade people to buy into the product, the value of the product, but you can position it in a way that makes people want to buy. And you know, I tried sales. I was a banker, it's like some years ago, and I absolutely hated it. I think what I hated most about it were the metrics that I needed to meet, and there were some pretty aggressive metrics. And then also in sales, sometimes it's a lot of pressure because they do a lot of recognition, and the recognition is, of course, as it should be, for those people who are selling the most. And it's like it's a whole world, right? Now, I did do very good when I worked at the bank. I actually was like #1 in the district, and you know, but the thing was, I didn't know I was #1 in the district. My manager didn't tell me that I was #1 in the district. So he had invited me to this event, and I was like, sure, I'll go to the event, because he knew that I wanted to get into leadership. This was one of those positions where I said, you know what? I'm going to go in, I'm going to start at the bottom, and then I'm going to work my way up. Because prior to that, I had already been in a leadership role. And so I started with the bank, and I started I wasn't even a personal banker. I was like a customer service rep. However, I worked on the banker side. It was like the level right before the personal banker. So he didn't even tell me I was #1 in the district. He invites me to this event, and I go to the event, and then everybody's like, oh, congratulations. Especially the people who I was in training with. They were like, oh, congratulations. And I'm like, for what? And they're like, yeah, you're #1 in the district. And I was like, oh, I had no idea, but thank you. So then I asked my boss, I was like, hey, they're telling me that I'm #1 in the district. And he was like, yeah, I didn't tell you. I said, why? He was like, because I didn't want you to get big-headed. I'm like, what? How about that would be motivating, maybe, to me? But anyway, it got to a point where, and this is a known bank, but their goals were very aggressive. And everybody really wanted to be #1, or, you know, everybody wanted the spotlight on them, and they wanted to be recognized. And recognition is amazing, right? But sometimes people would do things that was unethical in order to meet those goals. So I remember one time I was in there, y'all, and I was sitting at my desk. It was early in the morning. Let me look at y'all. Wait, where y'all at? It was early in the morning, and I sat down, and we see these agents come in, right? And the agents go, and they go into my boss's office, and we were able to see. And I'm sitting at that desk like, Lord, did I open up every account like I was supposed to open it up? Did I unknowingly commit any fraud? Because whether you did it unknowingly or knowingly, if you did it, you did it. So I'm just like, oh, I'm sitting there nervous as heck, like, what? Who are they here for? Like, they're here for somebody, right? So it turns out that they were there for this other guy who I worked with, who was #1 too, and in a lot of areas, in a lot of months. He was always opening up accounts, but he was doing it unethically. Y'all, they cuffed him. Oh my goodness. So I think they even wait. I think like he asked, he was like, can you guys cuff me outside? Like, I don't want you to cuff me in here. So they were like, yeah. So they took him outside, cuffed him, and he went to jail, y'all. I think he went to jail for like a year. And I don't even know to the extent of what he was doing. But that's sometimes what these sales positions will make some people do, because being number one in the role is just enticing, and all of the recognition that you get and all of the perks that you get, and you know, you're also then eligible for promotion, and you know, but it's a really dog eat dog world. And it even almost reminds me of like MLMs a little bit. And I've been a part of an MLM before as well. And it's the same thing, like how many people are selling the most. And I think I'm not a good salesperson. Even though I was number one at the bank, like at the MLM, I think I was like number one, maybe 1 month. And then after that, I don't think I was number one. I was like, I am tired of trying to get people to buy stuff. I thought that I would be able to upload a couple of YouTube videos and the products would fly off the shelf. Girl, then I don't think not one person bought anything. Well, from my Instagram they did, but from YouTube I don't think anybody bought anything. So I was just like, you know, I don't think sales is my thing. I don't think I can effectively do it. I mean, I could do it for a while, but then even like when I worked at the bank, after a while, I just couldn't take it anymore. Like I would cry before I would go into work. I would cry like, I hate this job. And then that is when the Lord, one day I was at lunch and I got a phone call and I was like, who's calling me? I don't know this number, but I was like, let me go ahead and answer it. Huh?
I said goodbye, mother.
Oh, goodbye, yes. So I was like, let me go ahead and answer it. So I answered the call. And it's the job that I just got laid off from right now. And I had went in and I quit. I think I was there for like 6 months. And then I went in and I was like, all right, y'all, I gotta go. I told my boss, I was like, I gotta go. And he was like, oh, you just got I had just got promoted to a personal banker. And he was grooming me to be a store manager, to be a bank manager. A branch manager. And I was like, well, I'm being paid over here, like what I was being paid when I got laid off from my other job. I was like, I was already taking a big pay cut here. And when I told him how much I was getting paid at the new job, he was like, yeah, there's no way that I can, I mean, that's my salary. He was like, I can't match that. I was like, I know you can't. So I'm gonna peace out. And I quit. But then 10 years later, here I am looking for something else. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go because I'm very open-minded now, you know. I don't know possibly what the opportunities could be there, and I don't want to, if something is offered to me or, you know, suggested, I want to give it a chance, you know, see what it's all about. But this, I think, is, I don't think it's like necessarily a job fair, but I think it's like, it helps you with interviewing. I think it's like a mock interview kind of deal. It's like a mock interview type event, which is cool because people who are in sales, they know how to talk, okay? They will let you know you need this product. And let me tell you why you need this product. You talk about the value add that they would get, how it would solve their problem, make their lives easier and better. And I think I could do that. Like, I was like, man, if I was younger and if I really had a heart for it, I probably could have did really well in real estate. You know? But what I do now, I really do like it. I like creating a really great customer experience and creating loyalty, because the sales part is just let me get you the product. But then it's another thing. It's another type of work to keep that client or that customer, to keep them loyal. And that's also the customer like service and keeping people loyal is also kind of connected with like customer success, customer success agents. So I kind of thought about that too, but I really enjoy helping people grow. Like, that is like my thing. That's my niche. I love helping people get from point A to point B. I know that I'm talented to do that because the numbers show it, the history shows it. So yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and share with you guys what I have on. It's pretty much what I had on the last time, but I'm running late, so I really need to go. But yeah, let's get my jacket on and let's head out. So this is really the same outfit that I wore to the other job fair. The only thing that's different, of course, you guys can tell, is the shirt, but everything else is, the suit itself is the same. I don't have like a whole lot of suits. You know, I used to have a lot of suits when I did work in the office at my prior job, but then once we started working from home, I didn't need a lot of my suits anymore. Plus, I think I like couldn't even fit a lot of them too. So that was another thing. I just couldn't even fit them. So yeah, so this is my outfit. Who knows? They might suck me in and be like, "Do you want to do sales?" I want to put on a belt and see how that would look. Even though this doesn't take a belt. There's no belt loops. I will just be putting something like around it. Let me see. Let me see how this will look. Sorry, y'all. I'm all sniffling and stuff. This is the only belt I got, y'all. I don't have no belt. See, how does this look? Oh, this looks good. Let me tighten it just a little bit more, since I don't have no belt loops to hold on to. Yeah. So this is how I'm gonna go, and then I'm just gonna put on some heels. You guys, I know this is not that type of video, but while I'm talking about it, I'll probably talk about it in more depth in another vlog. But I have really bad leg cramps. The day that I did the other vlog and I had on my whole little outfit, my heels, I had a leg cramp that night. Whenever I wear heels, I know I'm really dehydrated, and that's a lot of times where the leg cramps, that's when I get them the most, when I'm dehydrated and I haven't done any exercising. But I found something that I'm going to try, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So if you guys experience this as well, number one, I definitely need to start drinking my water again, and I definitely need to start exercising. So I'm going to be doing that. But I'm also going to take this supplement that I found, and I'm going to share it with you guys, but not on this vlog. But I just had to say it because when I got on my tippy toes, I started feeling my calves. And one of my legs is still sore from the leg cramp that I had a couple nights ago. So yeah, I can't wait to share that with you guys. But yes, honey, we are ready for success. So let's go and see what this job fair is all about. Let's go, y'all. Oh, yes, yes. What did she say? What did she say? You need to call your mama. You want to be an independent black woman?
Cleveland, and you can call your mama, and your mama will
She
more
would.
to
She would.
sponsor, invest in your future.
She would. She would.
But I have like a soft opening on
Okay, so I mean, okay, Prince is talking about wait. And this is
So I am back. It is the next day. And I wanted to give you guys a recap on the Mock to Mastery mixer that I went to yesterday that you guys saw. And it was absolutely amazing. I had a great time. And I'm really happy that I've gotten connected with this group of people. This is the National Sales Network, and it's the Los Angeles chapter where we went yesterday. And I had a great time networking and connecting with the different professionals who were there. A lot of them were in sales. However, they let me know that there is a place for me there. They're like, we want all Black professionals, no matter if you work in sales or not. However, they do have kind of like a human resources component. And so that's where I would fit in. And I just really felt amazing about this group of individuals. And they had like a mock masterclass, I believe it was, and I think it was like 6 weeks long, and I'm just so upset that I missed it. Me and both myself and my friend, we were like, oh my goodness, we're mad we missed it, but it's okay because I think they have one every year. They are having a national event, and I'm strongly considering attending. It is a event that I would have to pay for, so that's why I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't know. But they're gonna be a lot. There's like a career fair there where they're actually hiring on the spot for these different companies, and it's like a different type of experience. You're working with professionals, you're connecting with different people, and all of the people that we connected with yesterday, they all have the ability to connect with some people who can really make some decisions, right? So I thoroughly enjoyed, and I will be joining the chapter because I just see all good things about what I encountered yesterday, and I just really loved how everyone was collaborative, and it wasn't any type of gatekeeping or silos or anything. Everyone was very nice and welcoming and really sharing their expertise and what they do and who they was like, come on, be a part, they're expanding. They've been around for 20 years. So that was also refreshing to know. So yesterday was actually a great success. It didn't land me a job. However, it landed me a new network of individuals, movers and shakers, and I kind of, I have been praying like, Lord, I want to get with a group of people, like-minded people, where I can even find like mentorship and guidance and camaraderie, teamwork, and helping you to build professionally. And I have been looking for that. And I think I found it. So, so I just wanted to pop in really quick. You guys can probably hear my air conditioner because it's hot out here in LA. But I just want to close out the video and let you guys know that yesterday was an absolute success. I will talk to you besties in the next video. It'll be great. Peace out.
You're special and you're reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend, yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you doing.